How's everybody doing? Welcome and welcome back to the channel. I am Ami, and this is the 3%. So y'all, emotional overload. That's how I'm gonna start the video off saying. Again, I hope everyone is well. I appreciate you all clicking on the video. That means a lot. Just the fact that you clicked on the video means so much. Thank you. Ashe. So today I wanted to talk about moon magic. Today I wanted to talk about the moon. Today I wanted to talk about rituals. We're just gonna see what we're gonna get into, but I know that I want to specifically talk about the moon and its magic. Today is a full moon, okay? Tonight will be a full moon, Ashe. So I encourage everyone to cleanse their altars if they haven't done that already this week. This will be a good day to go ahead and clean the altar. Replenish the waters on the altar. Whatever you need to do, make sure you're lighting your candles today. Your incense, all right, your sage, just actually physically cleaning your house, getting everything spotless and clean and vibrant. That way that your mood can uplift for this ritual, okay? Just for this time, okay? Whether you're doing a moon ritual or not, okay? Now, just to throw this in really quick, a very simple ritual is to go outside at 12 midnight or 3 a.m. okay, in the risings, and you know, get on your hands and knees and bow to the moon. Boom, that's it. Okay, that's one form of a ritual. And whatever moon phase you choose is that moon phase that repetitiously, every time that moon phase comes around, you're gonna go outside, kneel to the ground and give thanks to Mama, Ashe. So that's so simple. Like that's the simple end of things, Ashe. Now, those of you that have been on my channel for some time, you all know that last month I actually gave my natural waters to the base of a tree. Well, it was 3:33 a.m. at that time as well. So synchronicity is everything. Really figuring out what rituals you want to do for what phases of the moon, if you want to use the moon at all, if you want to do sun rituals, just, you know, finding out what works best for you and what you're interested in. But I wanted to give some information on the moon today, so I thought it'd be cool to kind of start off light and read about some old superstitions, okay, about the moon. So this is my moon magic book. I actually got this book and a deck of cards from 5 and Below. I think I got this over a year ago. This is probably knocking on 2 years. This was like my second deck. This is one of my first decks that I got. So it came with this big book, and I've just recently, honestly, started cracking it open and really like, all right, I want to learn more about the moon. I'm really dedicating this time in my life right now to learn more about the moon phases, different rituals I can do up under the moon, the history of it, what our ancestors thought about it, how they comprehended it, just opening up my mind. Okay, I feel like this is like my next step in education, you know, educating myself as far as my spiritual awakening goes, my journey, Ashe. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump on in. So we have lunar superstitions. Lunar superstitions. It says, in order to encourage your finances to grow, the new moon marks an auspicious time to turn coins in your pocket while bowing to the crescent in the night sky. Ashe. So this is a crescent moon. The lunar is the crescent moon, Ashe. But I don't understand when it says turn coins in your pocket. Does that necessarily, I don't know, do you hold the coins in your pocket, then turn it right before, like as you're going outside, then kneel? I'm not sure if that just means having coins in your pocket. I'm not exactly sure what that means. So if you guys want to write that down and dig deeper into that, I know I'm going to as well. So I'm going to read it again. In order to encourage your finances to grow, the new moon marks an auspicious time to turn coins in your pocket while bowing to the crescent in the sky. Okay? Don't leave your washing out at night. If moonlight shines upon it, it shines upon clothes for a funeral. So don't leave your laundry out to dry overnight. Ashe. Okay. If you touch a silver coin when you see the moon, it will bring you good luck. Ashe. So I just thought about 2 rituals you could do. The one that I talked about in the beginning, as far as just going outside and bowing to Mama, the moon. But you can also take a silver coin out there with you. And that's just going to amp up the good luck and bring you more abundance. Ashe. And it's almost like feeding the moon intuitively, I'm feeling like. You know, the coin, the silver coin is like the physical symbolism of the moon. You know, like there's nothing else that really looks like it. And you feel what I'm saying? That we can kind of relate it with. I mean, it's like a mini moon. It's silver and shit. But you feel me? I'm using my imagination. Okay. So let's continue. Move house on a new moon. So if you want to move on a new moon. That means it's going to bring you great luck and prosperity. You might get that mansion you was wanting. Ashe. It is considered very unlucky to marry during the month of May or during any of the waning/dark quarters. Conversely, it is considered lucky to marry in June and during any waxing or full moon phase. During any waxing or full moon phase, but I'm sorry, I just read that double time. But do not let the light of the moon shine upon your nuptial bed, or you will court bad luck. Let me read this again. It is considered very unlucky to marry during the month of May or during any of the waning/dark quarters. Conversely, it is considered lucky to marry in June and during any waxing or full moon phase. Ashe. Okay. But do not let the light of the moon shine upon your nuptial bed, or you will court bad luck. Prenuptial. Okay, nuptial. That's after you're married. So it's saying don't let the full moon shine on your bed after marriage, or it will bring bad luck. What? Whoa! Like, whoa. Okay. A baby born at the time of a full moon is a child of fortune. It is lucky to hold a newborn child up to the light of a new moon and give thanks as well as prayers for a long life. I get that. I get that. Ashe, so that's some superstitions from our ancestral line. That's very, very interesting. Okay. They also have, they have all types of stuff on here. They have Isis on here, goddess of the moon. Okay. I honestly didn't understand that Isis, that was a moon. I hadn't really studied deep into Isis yet, so I didn't understand. When I looked at it, I thought maybe it was a sun, but how could it be a sun if there's no rays coming off of it, you know? So education, learning things new every day, you know what I'm saying? Being excited for knowledge. Ashe. So I marked this page specifically because I don't know if you all remember, if you all have been on my page for some time, a couple videos ago, I talked about the cow intuitively, and I ended up finding it. This is confirmation. I talked about the cow and how it was in a relativity symbolic for the black woman. Okay. I also talked about how the cow is hurting, how she's crying out, and how I felt the cow's energy, and the cow was speaking to me. And, you know, I was channeling that message through the cow, Ashe. And I was talking about, you know, all these chemicals that's injected in the cow, the poor treatment, all these things, it's all spiritual. right? So I pulled all that out of my fucking brain, from the ethers, from the cosmos, okay? From the ethernet, okay? Ethernet, Eve, mitochondria, Eve. I pulled that out of the motherfucking ethers, period. Just to be led to see it on paper. You feel me? Powerful. So I had to read this, of course, okay? Because I know that there's some people that have not yet maybe even started on their spiritual walk, but they still watch my channel. And, you know, they're on the outskirts. Maybe they haven't made themselves known yet, or, you know, just scared for whatever reason. It's okay. I'm here to be the living example. Like, I want you guys to see the healing that I'm going through in my life. You know what I'm saying? All the things that I'm learning in my life, the obstacles that I have to go through in my life, everything. You know what I'm saying? I've been appointed to be a living example of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not alone. You're not alone. But hopefully, if you did think that that video was like, okay, you're weird. You don't, the cow, what? I mean, you're not making sense. Okay, this shit is real. This shit is real. And how did this stuff come back? How did the cow specifically come back up after me giving that reading? Because my spirit guides wanted me to actually have that confirmation, like, hey, like, good job, like, congratulations, you actually, like, you know what you're talking about. And now you can read it on paper and get a deeper, you know, fuller understanding of what the cow meant to us and tell the people, y'all, the tribe, okay? So let's continue. The cow, sacred animal of Isis, ancient Kemet, right? The mother goddess of ancient Egypt. So Isis is the cow. The cow represents Isis. We cracking codes. So you see why the treatment is the way that it is. Isis. Then they had that whole, y'all remember that whole ISIS situation? They try to make it a whole terrorist group and all that shit. Misleading, miseducating, further keeping you in the darkness. Us collectively, but especially the melanated people. Ooh, my skin look good, y'all. Look, try my natural skincare products, y'all. Look, got the skin glistening. All right, y'all. So, anyways, sacred animal of Isis, the mother goddess of ancient Egypt. The cow represents fertility, life. She is also the giver of milk that nourishes human life, as well as the life of the cow. Milk, like water, is associated with the gifts of the moon. The moon goddess was worshipped in ancient Egypt as a golden, long-horned cow. At the winter solstice, Isis, crowned as the moon cow, would circle the coffin of her consort, Osiris, 7 times. So Isis is literally, she's the cow. Wow. Interesting. This symbolized the 7 circlings of the moon from the winter to summer, signifying the turning of the wheel to new life and the resurrection of the universal spirit. People of the Buffalo Clan in Native American Indian traditions are the prayer weavers. They seek bovine medicine or the assistance of the sacred cow, or use items symbolizing the cow when saying prayers, when asking for blessings, and when seeking spiritual illumination. I'm going to read this little last part again. People of the Buffalo Clan and the Native American Indian tradition, they were the prayer weavers. They sought medicine or the assistance of the sacred cow, or use items symbolizing the cow when saying prayers, ashe, when asking for blessings, and when seeking spiritual illumination. I just heard in my mind, if you can get a hold of some real authentic cow skin and like with the fur attached, you know, they be making all type of bags and all types of shit. So I don't know if, oh my God, that's so horrible, but there's somewhere where we can buy something like that, and it's like authentic real cow, like, you know what I'm saying, skin and fur, and put that on your altar. Ashe. Get some cow prints, period. Make an altar for the cow, basically, is what I'm saying. All right. Every other nationality, every other racial group, okay, they honor their ancestors and their sacred animals. Everyone besides the black Anunnaki. Just saying. So, you know, we should probably want to get back into that. I think that'd be good to get back into that, you know. Let me put my bookmarks in so I don't miss my place, because I do want to, I might have to refer back to it. All right, so I want to read real quick about the full moon, and then after that, I do want to pull from my moon deck, okay, and see what source wants to reveal to us, and I will be opening up for a general reading, okay? Ashe. Excuse me. Excuse me, family. The full moon is the moon at her fullest and ripest, represented by Isis, okay? Oh my gosh. The full moon is represented by Isis. Represented by Isis, Selene and Deanna, amongst others. She is the embodiment of fertility, abundance, and illumination. So if you've been wanting to get pregnant, this is the perfect time, tonight, to manifest that. Write it down, okay? Put a candle over it. Go outside, manifest that shit tonight. Get on your knees. Put your pride to the side. See if it works. See if our ancestors' customs worked. They didn't do it for no reason, okay? She is the embodiment of fertility, abundance, and illumination. She is the moon at her most powerful feminine, and so is the fruit bearer. See? The one who can encourage any seeds to grow. The full moon can be called upon to give fertility in the field. And this is my first time reading this, y'all. I'm not capping y'all. I'm on the first page of this book. Okay. So I was just flipping through, and source led me to these pages. Ashe. So the full moon can be called upon to give fertility in the fields, as well as the fertility of the body, and also for safe journeys across water. The most potent time for full moon magic occurs in the 3 days prior to a full moon and at the actual time of the full moon. This is the second quarter. In full moon ceremonies, the high priestess draws down the energies of a full moon into herself, embodying the great mystery of feminine by adopting the pentagram position within a sacred circle she has cast. In full moon ceremonies, the high priestess draws down the energies of a full moon into herself, embodying the great mystery of the feminine by adopting the pentagram position within a sacred circle she has cast. Okay, so this is a pentagram with a circle around it, okay? These are one of those rituals, okay? So this is tapping into the dark arts, to the dark magic, okay? The deep melanin magic, the moon outside with the ethers, outside the sky at night, it black. That mama, that's melanin, okay? So, you know, this is stepping into some new territories for me. I know I did just tell y'all that I gave my blood to the damn bottom of the tree outside with the moon, you know. But I realized that, see, and this is about being honest with yourself. I realized that within my programming, I've been programmed to think, even though I know now, I still am getting over my programming. I've been programmed to think when I see a circle and a fucking pentagram, you know, with the salt and shit, I'm like, whoa, shit, that's some crazy ass shit. But it's not, you know, so I just had to like recorrect myself with my new programming. You feel me? Like, oh shit, okay, that's not bad. When I read that, I'm like, hold on, what? But the 5-point star, that's us. As above, so below. That's all that represents. It's melanin, okay? Carbon, all right? So, you know, we just gotta, together, work to get rid of these negative connotations, these negative connections that we have with these symbols, because these symbols are us, okay? Ashe. Okay, I'm gonna just read that again because I feel like I have to. In full moon ceremonies, the high priestess draws down the energies of the full moon into herself, embodying the great mystery of the feminine by adopting the pentagram position within a sacred circle she has cast. So, pentagram position though, so maybe this is the way that she's positioning her body, or you can draw this pentagram with the circle, Ashe. Having drawn down the energy, she can be filled and refreshed so that she has the strength to complete the next cycle of events in her life and the life of her community. Having drawn down the moon, the priestess can call for assistance for others, ask for blessings. Oh, it just really ignites that power, Ashe. Ask for blessings and healings for those in need and empower any of her own wishes. Ashe. Somebody might try to call me again. I just got a missed call. The full moon is also well known as the time of moon madness or lunacy, from Luna/the moon. The powerful energy of a full moon can trigger such things as epilepsy, as well as increasing the potential for accidents. People vulnerable to the influence of the full moon will feel more emotional or mentally shaky at this time. I relate to that so much because my mood has been everywhere. In the female reproductive cycle, the full moon is a time of ovulation. My cycle is literally conjunct with the full moon. That makes a lot of fucking sense. That makes a lot of fucking sense. I'm supposed to be starting my cycle in the next like 2 days. I can start in between the 6th and like the 9th. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. It's not crazy. It's amazing. But wow. Hold on, y'all. I have to answer this message. This is